the New York Jets. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he... taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone, gone. Watching now, Barney, Barney. Watching now, Barney, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Play clock winding down. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Dawson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Red zone opportunity. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but My only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a second and long to start things out. They go with Howard again. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. First down, they run with Howard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. A give to Howard running left. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Detroit.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Give him 30 yards there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's... And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He leaves this one for Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Hayward. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does. Get him to fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a noon one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Watch it now, Barney. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Anunwa again the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. The 20. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain. On 1st and goal, Howard. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Try to punch it in with Howard. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And that'll make it 13-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Vontaze Burfict able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Let's go. Back down that Philly. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And Adams has it complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A give to Howard. Nifty move. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at Leopard. Leopard.
Again, it's Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Dawson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. Lee's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike. And on 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Landry brushes him off. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's brought down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it